Recording in progress.
Good morning. Today I will explain the concept of dashboards in Excel. So basically the purpose of using the dashboards in Excel is to visualize the data with good results. So means we can, whatever you want to analyze the data, we can able to analyze the data with the help of visualization data. Generally you will have a tabular form in Excel. When you go the same in the visualization form, it will looks more beautiful and also anyone can easily understand. Mostly these are used to analyze the data very easily and quickly. So for this, what we required is basically, first one is we need Excel software. And in Excel software, we require the data. You can call the data set. So what is the purpose of data set here is, it will contain the number of columns and the information in the columns also. So if you want to create a data dashboard, so first you require the data set, and we can do with the help of the pivot table, the dashboards can be easily done. So here, let us see an example. I will explain in detail how to create the dashboards in Excel. For this, first I am taking a sample data called sample superstores, which contains an Excel file that provides information about the what are the different states in the US and cities, and also the regions, and what are the products in the developed, and what is the product sales, what is the quantity they have sold, and what is the discount, what they got, the profit and everything. So this is a complete data about the superstore. With this data, we can able to generate the visualization of data. So basically, if you want to do the visualization of data, it should be clear that on which basis you want to take the visualization. For example, whether you want to take the state wise, what is the total sales of each individual product. Otherwise, you want to know what is the city wise, the country wise. You can take the any columns here. So that depends on, first you have to select the columns which you want to place on the visualization of data. So here we have huge number of columns. The most of these columns are may be useful or may not be useful. So we have to pick up those columns data which is useful in developing the dashboards, visualization of data, and everything. So here I will choose state is one column. I will collect on this column, and I will choose second column as the product name right here. The third column I will select as the sales. So I have taken three columns here: state, product name, and sales. I will do one thing. I will copy these columns and I will paste in a separate workbook, because I won't like to disturb this workbook, existing list. So here I am pasting the data. So now what I have to do is, first the data have picked up from the existing data. So my aim is to visualize the data. So here what we have to do is, we have to go for the insert menu, which have number of options there. In that, you have to choose one option called pivot. So here see, we have able to see the pivot table. The basic idea behind the pivot table is just like a table, but we can able to perform various operations on the data also. So we can able to specify the column wise or the row wise, and also can do some calculations also. So for this here, it will automatically select the range of data, because I didn't pick up, because default it is selected. If you want to reduce the number of columns, you can able to reduce. So generally what intention we have to do is, you have to go here and click and select these three columns. So which will help us in visualization of data. So after that one, you have to choose that whether you want to place the pivot table in the same sheet, otherwise you want to go for the new sheet. So if you want to go for the same sheet, you have to use the existing worksheet, otherwise you have to go for the new worksheet. I will go for the new worksheet because I want to separate the data with the pivot table. Okay, so I will go for the new worksheet and click on OK. Now see here in the second sheet, see first sheet we have data. The second sheet I am able to see a pivot table here, a design of the pivot table, but is empty. So what we have to do is we have to drag and drop the columns which you want to place them at a respective places. Let us have an example here. We have just different things. One is the state, product name, and sales. I will do sales into the column base. Otherwise, I will remove state into the filter base. I will go for the filter base and product onto the row wise and sales onto the values basically. Generally, in the values column, we are always given new what is the data we have in numbers because we can't perform the generally we will only perform the operations of sum, average, mean. So here we can able to see the number of function that comes into this one. Very good. See here value field settings. When you go here, you can able to see that what are the different operation you want to perform here. So here you want to do the count or sum. I will use the sum function. So why I have to use functions? I want to do the sum, the product wise sum. What is the total sum? Total sales. Sum of total sales. So here see it can become as a sum of sales. Okay. Now the pivot table data is ready. Now I want to visualize the data. So what is my visualization means? Whatever I have prepared in the pivot table that will convert into the chart. So for this, what we have to do is we have an option here that is called the pivot chart. You see here. When you click on here, see it will display the data. See here automatically in the form when you will see here the data. So here you can able to see that these are all the states. Near one, these are all the states, and these are all the numbers. So means the quantity, whatever means. So here this is about here the left side, the y-axis that represents the sales, and the x-axis represents the number of different types of states we have used for different types of products, different types of products. So, okay. Now I will say if you want to go with this one, I have to say okay. Other if you want to go the different chart also, you can able to see. The different charts here. So many charts are there here. You can use a pie chart or area chart, and what is the chart you want to use. Basically, most of the cases we use the column charts. The column charts also you can use a number of different models we have here. You can go with anything of what you will want. So I will go with the column chart. If you want to go to pie chart also, you can able to go. So column chart, I will go with the column chart. So I'll select the column chart and click on the OK. Then automatically you can able to see here the chart. So it is nothing but the visualization of data. So now what I will do is I will copy this one and I will try to paste into the new worksheet. I will paste here. So what I did here is data in the one sheet, in data is in the one sheet, and pivot is another sheet, and visualization of data is another sheet. Okay. So here we are able to see very, very small lines because of the huge amount of data we have existed there. If the data is very less, you can able to see more pictureable. It's nothing but, for example, we have the less number of products. For example, we have the 6 products or 10 products. The graph will be looking more clear. But see here, this is clear. So here it will display the product wise or the sales, sum of sales they have happened here. And now here, this is the visualization of data. So I present the data in the pictorial form now. So now what I have to do is how to here I am able to see number of products here, but I would like to see only specific number of products and whatever it may be. I won't like to see all the products. So then I have to use an option that is called in analyze. Go to the analyze. We have an option called insert slicer. So I will click on the insert slicer here. It will show the 3 columns. Why it is showing 3 columns only means we have picked up already 3 columns only. So that's why we can choose any one of this one. If you want to go for the state, you can go for otherwise product or states. I will go with the product. I click on this one and say okay. Now you can able to see, and now here that is called the product. Now see here you can able to see all the products list. So now what I have to do is if here this this slicer will contain all the product list, but you want to see only the sales, sum of sales of specific products. And what you have to do is you just click on this one, hold it, and second go to second one, and click on this one, hold it, and click on this one, hold it, and also you can able to select any number of columns like this. See here, I have selected 4 items. So here the graph is not clear because we have selected less number of products. The number of products increases, then the graph will shrinks down and it will can't able to see clearly. So because this is a very small screen window, you can able to, it's difficult to see, but when you go for large screens, a picture means like a projector screens, that will visual is very good as compared to here. So if you want to go for more than here, I will select, I want some more items also here. Now let's keep on increasing. So what is the advantage of here means you can visualize the data means, and also you can able to do the comparisons also. So this is how we can able to create a data in the visualization form. So but here see I can able to see only one information related visualization. If you want to one more add, you have to go with the same method. See, I will do one thing. I will minimize the screens. I will move the slicers to here. And I would like to place one more. I will take to one more data. And also I would like to do one more analysis. See here, as we said that we have the priority data areas, sheet is here. So now what I would do is I would like to take different columns now again. So in the master data where we have in the previous worksheet, this one, I have selected previous this data. Now I will change another thing that is called, I will choose the category now and uh, what is the quantity and reason wise, otherwise sub category. We see reason wise, category wise, and what is the quantities. So I will take these 3 columns. I will copy this one and I will move to the here the sheet. I will add one more sheet here and I will paste here. Now what I have to do is I have to insert again, go back to the same procedure, insert pivot table, select the range here. We are already selecting the range here. The 3 columns, select the 3 columns. So now use new worksheet. Why you are asking for every time new worksheet is will looking different as pivot data will be separate sheet and pivot will be separate sheet and the visualization will be in separate sheet. Okay. I say okay. Now you have to choose here. I will choose the filter point region category here, the row wise and the quantity on value space. Right now, I would like to visualize the data. So pivot table is ready. Now I have to visualize. How to visualize the data here is you have to use pivot chart, analyze and pivot chart. So see here you can able to see the pivot chart. If you want to use for line, pie or bar graph, I will use a bar graph now. So okay, now this is ready. Now what I will do is I will copy this one and again which we have pasted earlier. See here I will go here and paste here. See. Now in the same way as we insert a slicer here, you can able to also insert slicer here also. Go to analyzer and insert slicer. Now we are able to see here that I will see the category. I will select the category and place it. I'll see that slicer is ready. So I am placing the slicer here and move down window here. The slicer is here. So likewise, you can able to place any number of windows as you wish. So this is simple looking, it's very simple now. Now, if you go here and select only the office suppliers, you can able to see one thing. Technology, you can able to see one thing. Furniture, you can able to see one thing. You want to use together, use. now you can able to see. So this likewise you can able to use any number of, you can able to number of place, you can any number of visualization of graphs here. So this is how we can able to create the dashboards in Excel. I think do you remember the concept clearly? I will review the concept again. So here's what is the purpose of dashboards in Excel is basically to present the data in visualization form, and we can able to simultaneously look at the different charts simultaneously also. So here, if you want to do the visualization of chart or if you want to prepare the dashboard, first what you have to do is you have to collect the data first. And from the collection data, you have to select on which field you want to do the visualization. And you have to select the fields and then go for the insert pivot chart. And you can see, select the different fields like which you want to filter, place in winter filters, which column you want to place in the columns, which you want to place the field in the row side, and which column you want to place in the value side. In pivot table, we have four things. That is a row, column, values, and filter. You can choose any places where you want. Mostly the values will be placed in the values area when the numbers will be. And once it is completed, you have to go for the data. So you have to select the pivot chart and go to click on the analyze. When you click on the pivot chart, you can able to see a new menu that is called analyze. Go to here and click on the once the pivot table is ready, then you have to click on the pivot table where you are saying here, click on the pivot table and go for analyze, and here to click on the chart. When you click on the chart, then automatically it will represent a different chart. You have to choose any one of the chart best you want to look. And then see, for example, I will look for another chart here, like pie chart. You can able to take the pie chart also here. See. So now I can able to copy this chart again to the place where I have already few sheets already there. See, I will paste here. So see here, these two are basically of same type. The this chart and this chart. See, this chart and this are both are same, but it is a bar chart, whereas this is a different chart here. The same way you can able to insert the slicer here also. See, if I say, for example, if it is state now here, it will display the states here. See, now you can able to select only the specific states. See here, when I do select here the states, automatically the data will also be changing there. See here, you can able to see here clearly. See here, it says, for example, I will say here, see here, automatically data is also saying in everywhere. See here, you can able to change. See here, the pie chart data is changing as well as the sheet which we have in the first chart also. See here. Here, this chart and this chart is both are keep on changing. See here when you click on this one. So when you click on two states. So this is the advantage of dashboards where we can able to see variations of graphs simultaneously. So this is about the concept of how to create the dashboards in Excel. In next section, I will come with how to create the dashboards in Python. Thank you.